Let's reroute now. What moves do you want before dark? Shift the snowman 5 feet from the sidewalk and 3 feet from the porch steps. Pull all guy lines inside the mulch edge and flag them with tiny reflectors. Move the projector to a stake 6 inches from your front wall and tilt until the light dies at the brick edge. Plug the lawn into an outdoor smart plug and set weekday 5:30, 9:45, weekend 5:30, 10:30 with blowers off 10 sows. Relocate every cord into beds. If a cord touches concrete, reroute or skip that piece. Ungarland the house numbers and test a small warm down light so they glow but don't glare. And coil any extra length under a cover on a stake, not under the doormat. My partner's worried about wind. The forecast shows gusts. Do I deflate early? Yes. Gusts over 20 mph plus inflatables equals neighbor memes. Use the forecast feature on your smart plug to auto-deflate during gusts. If you can't automate, set a manual wind rule. Deflate above 20, re-inflate when it drops. What about lawn damage? The blower patch last year left a dead circle. Rotate the base daily, lift blowers on a small paver, and give the turf a rest half the week by using alternating show nights. Or move your big guy to a mulch island where roots don't mind a little nap. Trick-or-treaters cut across our lawn. I want a rope to guide them to the path. Is that allowed? Guide ropes are fine inside your lot and clear of the sidewalk. Use low stakes with reflective caps, leave 36 inches of walkway, and avoid cords under the rope. For accessibility, keep at least one direct route to the porch flat and wide. Do I need to put a sign for quiet hours or is the timer enough? The timer is enough. If caroling or a cul-de-sac cocoa night runs late, move the gathering to the driveway or inside by 10. Voices carry. A soft reminder on your invite, lights out at 10, beats a knock from me. My projector has a laser mode. Those are banned, right? Laser star projectors that scan the sky can spill beyond your property and interfere with flights or drivers. Many bans target skyward lasers. Stick to LED flood-style projection on brick only with a hard edge and a timer. No scanning trees across the street. Is it okay to wrap the porch columns if my cord goes up the inside edge and not across the step? Yes, as long as the cord rises along the interior face, is clipped every 12-18 inches, and never crosses the tread. Tape is not a clip. Use cable clips made for outdoor use. My neighbor mentioned her migraine was triggered by my twinkle rate. Seriously? Seriously. Some twinkle modes strobe at rates that bug sensitive eyes. Pick steady or gentle fade. If anyone flags health issues, it's a good neighbor move to dial it down. I've got a nativity on the mulch bed near the sidewalk. Someone said religious displays are restricted. HOAs regulate time, place, manner, size, lights, and obstruction, not content. Your nativity can stay if it follows placement, setback, and hours like the snowman. We treat all themes the same under the safety rules. What do you want uploaded so the sticker comes off tonight? 3 photos. A wide shot from the sidewalk showing cords and stakes inside your beds with a tape reading 5 FT from the walk to the snowman. A close-up of the projector stake showing the beam ending at brick. And a screenshot of the timer schedules with blowers set to off at 10 p.m. and lights off at 9:45, 10:30. Add a one-line note. House numbers clear and lit. No cords on walks. Projectors brick only. Inflatables 5 FT back. Timers set. I'll mark in progress, no fines right away. After 1 weekend with no calls, I'll mark resolved, compliant. My neighbor wants a sentence for the app that doesn't roast us, but calms people who get twitchy around holidays. Post. We moved Inflatables 5 FT off the walk. Kept all cords in beds, set timers, lights to 9:45, 10:30, blowers off 10 hour, and aimed projectors brick only. Text me if you see a cord near the path. I'll fix it in minutes. That ends most threads. What about daytime? Are inflatables okay at noon? Daytime is fine. The hours concern lights and blowers at night. If wind kicks up, deflate. If a delivery surge clogs the porch, you can tilt the snowman away or deflate during the rush. Flexibility beats a second sticker. Can I run a music and lights show on Saturday 6-8 p.m. one time? Low volume. Yes, one night. Low volume. Speakers facing your house. Driveway gathering, not the sidewalk, with a posted end at 8 mile and a quiet taper by 8:10. Give the block 48 hours notice. If anyone with sensitivity DMs you, offer a heads-up track list or a quiet zone near their side. Do you care about color temperature? My neighbor swears warm white is classy and cool white is airport. We don't enforce color temperature. We enforce safety and timing. That said, warm white often feels calmer and less intrusive through blinds. If peace wins by swapping a few strands, consider it. My extension cord was in a black plastic box labeled weatherproof. It was on the lawn. Great idea. Wrong placement. Put the box on a brick or paver inside the bed so it's not in a puddle and run the lid downhill. A little elevation prevents shorting and lawn scorch. I saw the word GFCI on the sticker. My garage outlet trips constantly. Is that broken or normal with lights? Moisture trips GFCI as designed. Use dry connections, covers, and elevated splits. If it still trips, have an electrician check for a shared neutral or overload. Do not defeat the GFCI. That's how porches catch headlines. What about extension across my driveway when I park on the street? No cords across the drive where people step. If you need power on the far side, install an outlet by that bed or skip that piece this season. The rule is, no tripping the ant with cheesecake. Okay, kids, help me move Frosty back 5 feet and put the stakes in the mulch. And we're making him sleep at 10. Guy lines slide into the bed. Tiny reflectors wink on the caps. A smart plug toggles. The projector pulls close to the wall and snowflakes fall only on brick. The house numbers glow under a warm downlight. A cord lifts off concrete and disappears behind a shrub clip by clip. At 9:45, the porch twinkle softens. At 10 hour, the blower sighs and the snowman lowers like a curtain. The street hums quiet instead of fans. A stroller passes the next afternoon without a detour. The neighbor across glances at blinds untouched by scan lines and sips her tea. For anyone watching later, this didn't end with a ban on joy or a block-wide fight about taste. We kept the display and killed the hazards. All cords inside beds. No wires across any sidewalk. Guy lines off the porch path. House numbers visible. Projectors brick only. Timers that tuck the show in by 10 on weekdays and 10:30 on weekends. And gust rules that deflate before inflatables become sales. The yard still smiles. The stroller rolls flat. The packages walk straight to the door, and the sticker becomes a story we laugh about in January. Say it clean for the close. Here it is. You slapped a neon sticker on my front door that says, seasonal display violation, inflatable obstruction, after-hours lighting, because my kids... 12-foot snowman waved at the neighborhood until 10:22 p.m. And now the app makes it sound like I parked a parade float on the sidewalk? Let's take a breath. I'm Officer Harper. I'm here because the HOA logged 3 calls in 2 nights. A stroller detoured around your cord where it crossed the public sidewalk. A delivery driver brushed the snowman's guy line walking to your porch after dark. And your string lights and projector kept running past the 10 LPM outdoor quiet light guideline. I'm not here to cancel your holidays. I'm here to keep this calm and translate what the rules actually say. Cords can't cross the sidewalk. Displays can't overhang paths or blockhouse numbers. Projectors can't scan cars or windows. Timers must cut by 10 on weeknights and then help you keep the magic without tripping anyone. Calm would have been a card that said, keep cords on your lawn. Stake guy lines inside your plant bed, kill the projector at 10, and leave 5 feet from walk to decoration. Not a sticker that made my kids think Frosty committed a felony. The call log lists specifics, so I'll be blunt. First, your extension cord ran from a garage outlet under the overhead door, then across the private front walk and over the city sidewalk to a candy cane pole. Any cord on a public sidewalk is a trip hazard even with a mat. Second, the snowman's guy line anchored in turf within 12 inches of the porch step, so a driver brushed it and had to sidestep while holding packages. Third, the projector washed across the street and flickered on a neighbor's living room blinds at 10:14 p.m. And fourth, your lights faced the street at full brightness after the 10 p.m. cutoff Sunday night. None of this bans festive displays. It says keep wires and ties on your own lot. Keep walkways clear. Keep light contained to your facade. And put everything on a schedule that respects neighbors' sleep. Before we schedule anything, can we talk about the comment that said tacky carnival and property values? I'm not running a midway. I put up a snowman and a string of warm lights. Online adjectives aren't the rule. The rule is safety, access, and hours. We'll adjust placement and timing so the stroller rolls, packages deliver without limbo, the mail carrier sees your address, and the projectors point at your brick instead of into a Prius windshield. Your neighbor across the street is walking over. She's the one who posted about the scan lines on her blinds. Give me 20 seconds to set expectations and then we'll fix the layout. Please do. Short update. The display stays, but cords and guy lines live entirely on your lawn or plant beds, not across sidewalks. The snowman shifts 5 feet back from the walk. Stakes go inside your mulch edge. House numbers remain visible. The projector points only at your facade and everything runs on timers. Warm lights, 5:30, 9:45 p.m., weekdays, 5:30, 10:30 p.m., Fridays and Saturdays. Blowers off by 10 p.m. nightly. If you ever see a cord near the walk again, text me and I'll help reroute it that evening. Thank you. If the projector stops scanning my window at 10, I'm not mad at Joy. I'm mad at strobe. Understood. The cord under the garage door. Is that really the line? I thought a foam strip protected it. Pinched cords heat and fail, and cords across any sidewalk are trip hazards, foam or not. The clean fix is a dedicated outdoor outlet on the front elevation, or you route power through a GFCI outlet with a weather-rated cover, run cables inside your planting beds, and never across the public walk. If the outlet isn't where you need it, you daisy chain inside your lot using outdoor-rated splitters staked and elevated in the bed, not sprawled on concrete. The snowman's guy lines are long because he's tall. If I pull him back 5 feet, won't he crowd the window? Tall inflatables need a safe buffer, 5 feet from public walk, 3 feet from private steps, and a clear path to the door that's at least 36 inches wide. You can still give him presence by centering him in the lawn and framing with low yard stakes that live entirely inside the mulch. If you need a wow moment near the walk, swap the 12-footer for 2 small pieces at knee height. Candy canes or a small deer. Nothing with lines or blowers within reach of feet. My kids like the projector. It dances snow on the brick, but it drifted onto the street because I angled it wide. Projectors are allowed on your facade only. Aim it down and in, tighten the throw so no light spills onto the street or windows, and set it to static or slow drift. No rapid strobe. And the timer kills it at 10. People tolerate twinkle. They resent scanner beams bouncing off their TV during a game. Timers. We had a cheap one that missed daylight savings and kept everything on late. Is there a magic device I should buy? Look for outdoor smart plugs rated for weather with dusk to dawn and schedule modes, or simple mechanical timers with override for storms. Program 2 scenes. Weeknights 5:30, 9:45 p.m. Weekends 5:30, 10:30 p.m. Blow-ups off by 10 every night. Add a hard cutoff at 10:31 so you don't forget. If you want music, keep it inaudible beyond your lawn. Better, use silent light modes. What about the cord crossing my private front walk from the outlet to the bush where I plug in? That's not public. Private or not, you still owe guests a clean path. Run cords behind shrubs, through beds, or above the mulch with little green stakes. Don't lay them across any place a delivery driver or trick-or-treater could step. If there's no route, skip that one string. A missing strand beats a sprained ankle. My house numbers were partially blocked by garland. The sticker mentioned emergency access. Do firefighters really look for numbers at night? Isn't the GPS enough? Responders look for visible numbers. Keep numerals clear, lit, and not blinking under garland. A simple uplight on the numbers or a small downlight under your eave solves it. It's not a nag. It's how we get to the right door fast. I used LED string lights. They're low power. The sticker still yelled load. LED helps, but daisy chains have limits. Follow the manufacturer's count per run, keep connections off the ground and out of puddles, and use GFCI protection. A single wet connector trips the whole thing. Label your lines so you know which timer feeds which half. That way you can kill the lawn blowers at 10 and leave a gentle porch wreath to welcome late guests until 9:45 without the yard roaring. My neighbor is here. Please keep this human. Here's the plan in 13 words. Cords stay in beds. Inflatables off at 10. Projector only on brick. That's all I needed. My kids are still going to ask why the snowman lies down at 10. Do I tell them the HOA hates fun? Tell them he sleeps. At 9:55, he waves goodnight. At 10, he naps so neighbors can dream. And at 5:30, he pops up to say good morning. Traditions work when they have rhythm. The schedule becomes part of the show. Do I need ARC approval for inflatables? The rules say temporary seasonal decor allowed. Portable? Temporary decor typically doesn't need ARC if it's within size. Setback and duration limits, usually 30-45 days per season. Permanent structures, drilled anchors, or hardwired lighting may require a form. Your fix today is placement and timers, not paperwork. What about yard size limits? A comment said 2 inflatables max. Is that real? Many HOAs cap the count for large pieces or the percentage of front yard coverage, like no more than 20% of visible lawn occupied by displays or no single item exceeding 12 feet without approval. Your 12-footer is allowed if it's safely set back and doesn't block sightlines. Add smaller accents, not more giants. My extension cord has a 3-way splitter at the end under a bush. Is that okay? Only if it's outdoor rated, elevated off wet soil on a stake, and covered from direct rain using a purpose-built weather guard, not a plastic bag. Keep slack tidy and don't bury live connections in mulch. Heat and moisture ruin holidays. My neighbor complained about noise from blowers. I didn't think they were loud. 2 blowers under a window sound like a vacuum at night. The schedule solves most of it, off by 10, but you can also pad the stakes, place blowers downwind of bedrooms, and use quieter models for pieces near the house. If you must keep one on later for a party, switch to static decor or a pre-lit silhouette instead of air.